Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to make a little bit more of a shorter video than my last one, and I am going to be reacting to the other care sheet. So if you haven't watched the last video, make sure you watch that video before you watch this one so you know a little bit what's going on. My other video is called Reacting to the Petsmart and Petco Care Sheet Part 1. So I'm making the part 2 right now, and this is now the Petco care sheet. So before we get into that video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button in 10 seconds. You ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you do it? Okay. Now, let's get started. So, hamster care sheet. The short-haired and long-haired hamsters are clean and captivating companion animals that are best kept individually. So I think it's actually saying that they can be together, but they're best kept individually. They cannot be together. The reason why pets are together is because they're actually very, very young, and at that time they won't be fighting. So, if you don't know enough about are they social or not social, make sure you check one of my videos. It's called Are Hamsters Social? So, average adult size, 4 to 5 inches long. True. Some could be smaller though. Average lifespan, 2 to 3 years. The average lifespan is not really 3 years. It's probably 2 years and a couple months. With proper care, yeah. Diet, they're omnivores. Correct. So, in the air side, it looks like a lot, but I can read this fast. So, first, the diet. I really like this one better than the Petsmart one, because this one I've read this before, and it's not that bad actually. In fact, there's lots of good things. It's just the housing that's a little bit so-so. Diet. Well-balanced hamster diet consists of high-quality hamster lab blocks and limited amounts of grains, vegetables, fruits, and Timothy hay. They don't really need Timothy hay. It's just probably for a natural type of theme. Fruits, they don't really need fruits. Veggies is more recommended than fruits. Lab blocks, what's that? Okay, they also need seeds and pellets. Clean, fresh, filtered, chlorine-free water changed daily. Do not feed chocolate, caffeine, or alcohol, as these can cause serious medical conditions. Avoid sugar and high-fat treats. In fact, avoid all treats altogether. Treats are not needed unless you're training them. Okay, I think I noticed something that's wrong. Okay, feeding. Feeding. Things to remember when feeding your hamster. Fresh food and water should always be available. Well, yeah, fresh water, but fresh food, yeah, you always need fresh food, but I don't think you should feed your pet every single day. It's kind of fattening. I actually learned that from a hamster YouTuber named Victoria Rachel. In fact, she is my favorite YouTuber. I watch all her videos. Yeah, I like to feed my hamsters at least 3 times a week at least, because on the first day I give them food, and the second day they have enough time to eat it. Then the third day they get food, and the fourth day they have time to eat it. The 5th day they get food, and the 6th day they have time to eat it, and it's kind of like that pattern. So yeah, things remember. Okay, a limited amount of grain, vegetables, fruits, or Timothy hay can be given daily, but should not exceed 10% of their total diet. Okay, yeah, grain. Okay, veggies. Give my hamsters a little, probably 10% of their diet, because they love their veggies. Fruits, I don't give them fruits. Timothy hay, Usually, when people give their hamsters Timothy hay, it's probably like for a natural type of habitat, or they just want to put it inside because it looks good. Hamsters don't always eat it, so it doesn't matter. Just if you want to give them Timothy hay, you could probably put it in their cage on one of the days and let it sit in there for a whole week, and there will still be a lot of Timothy hay inside of it. So that just proves they don't really care for Timothy hay. Veggies and fruits not eaten within 24 hours should be thrown in the trash. Yes, that is 100% true. Housing. Okay, so the diet doesn't really have anything wrong. Feeding. It was just weird about the Timothy hay and grain, and fresh food every day should be available. That was just the only thing so far, and a whole entire row. So this is pretty good so far. Housing. This is the part when almost every care sheet struggles with. Hamsters acclimate well to average household temperatures, not to exceed 80 degrees. Be cautious of extreme temperature changes. The habitat should never be in direct sunlight or in a drafty area. 100% true. Habitat should be plastic, metal. I think what they mean by metal is bars. It's like throwing your hamster in jail, which your hamster did not do nothing wrong. So I don't think. The thing is that a very small amount of people are educated with hamsters when they work at pet stores. So that's why these care sheets, Petsmart's care sheets really, are not correct. So I think after this video, I'm actually, instead of doing how to clean your hamster's cage properly, I'm going to be talking about the cage. Because the cage is probably one of the hardest parts a hamster owner has to go through. So, okay. So habitat should be plastic, metal, or glass. I recommend glass and plastic. A plastic bin cage should at least be 20 or 40 gallons. If you're doing a bin cage and you want to keep it on budget, then make sure the bin cage big enough and it has no chemicals, like at all, like not spray painted or anything. And with an escape-proof solid bottom. Metal or glass with an escape-proof solid bottom. You mean like? Okay. There should be plenty of room for the hamster to exercise and play. Yes, there should be plenty of room. I really like the Petco one. Petco doesn't have too many bad things about their care sheets. I've read all their Petco care sheets, and they're really well. So, habitat should be metal or glass with an escape-proof solid bottom. There should be plenty of room for the hamster to exercise and play. It is best to provide the largest habitat possible. 1 to 2 inches of bedding should be placed in the habitat. 1 to 2? Every care sheet I've read had the same thing. Not 1 to 2. It should be about 6 to 10. Just because hamsters are burrowers. But the thing that gets me is, I hear so many people say this, that because hamsters are small, they should be in a small cage. They don't need a lot of bedding because they're just tiny, and my hamster doesn't like to burrow. Okay. Proper bedding includes high quality paper bedding, crumbled paper bedding, or no. So, hardwood shavings. I don't recommend hardwood shavings. In fact, I think aspen would be better, but still, I don't think aspen's that soft to me. So, cedar-based products are not recommended. Yes. Okay. House adult hamsters separately. Different types of small animals should not be housed together. Yes! Okay, they're basically saying dwarf hamsters should not be together. Syrian hamsters should not be together. Normal behavior and our characteristics. Yeah. Play during the night and rest during the day, but can adjust to your schedule. So they can adjust to like a schedule like daytime they're awake and nighttime they're sleeping, but it kind of changes their natural behaviors because in the wild, this is just my opinion, but in the wild they're nocturnal. So, but if you're like a person who at night is not like a night person, not like a person who likes to stay up late, yeah, you could change your schedule. That's fine. Okay. Easy to handle but may nip if suddenly awakened from a nap or startled. Yes, you should never wake your hamster up in the day. And they may nip, but not meaning that they're bad. In fact, they're really nice, but some hamsters aren't always nice. Habitat maintenance. Okay. Clean and disinfect the habitat and its contents at least once a week with 3% bleach solution. Rinse and allow to dry completely before placing the hamster back into the habitat. Remove wet spots daily. Change bedding at least once a week or more often as necessary. Okay. Grooming and hygiene. Hamsters stay clean and rarely need baths. They don't need baths, like ever. In fact, like a very educated veterinarian recommends it. Okay, but can be spot cleaned with a damp washcloth. Yeah, that's fine as long as it's not like a rough washcloth and is not like way too damp. Unscented baby wipes or unscented baby wipes if needed. Like no chemicals, like not too many chemicals in it. That's fine. Some hamsters enjoy an occasional dust bath. Another thing, occasional dust bath. First of all, if they needed a dust bath, it would probably leave it in their cage for their whole lives. And second of all, dust is not even good. Dust can cause problems with their eyes, their breathing, skin irritations, and also a problem that you would have to take your hamster to the vet because of the dust. Sand is better. But if your hamster has some type of thing going on with them that they shouldn't have sand, don't ever give them sand or don't ever give them dust, which they should never use dust. Sometimes, yeah, you can use like a damp napkin to clean them. So, okay, hairless hamsters benefit from a small amount of non-toxic aloe-based lotion rubbed into their skin to keep it soft. So, I've never heard of the hairless hamster. I've never seen one before, and I've never done research about them. So I'm not sure if lotion is safe for their skin. I mean, some lotions can be non-toxic aloe-based lotion rub, but I mean, if I did know about the hairless hamster, I probably wouldn't put lotion on them. It is normal for a hamster's teeth to be yellow. Cleaning is not necessary. Basically saying you could clean their teeth and until their teeth turn white. So they need yellow or orange teeth. If you don't like that and it's disturbing, you probably shouldn't have a hamster because cleaning is absolutely not necessary. And it's 100% normal. Signs of a healthy animal. Active, alert, and sociable. Eats and drinks regularly. Healthy fur and clear eyes. Breathing is unlabored and walks normally. Social. So, I don't know if that means sociable like with hamsters or humans, but some hamsters aren't sociable with humans at all. And no hamsters are sociable with other hamsters. So, there's these red flags and stuff like this. I'm not going to read it because, I mean, We should know that already. Shopping list. Okay. Appropriately sized habitat. I'm really happy that they're not like telling the size, because you know if they did, they probably won't see the right size. So appropriately sized habitat. And they never wrote anything about multi-levels. High quality hamster food, treats for training, bedding, and nesting. Bedding, yes, they need bedding, but nesting fluff? If they mean by cotton, no. But you could go and grab like, 1 second. Okay. You could go home and just rip pieces off napkins and toilet paper that are non-toxic and are not scented. And that could be like a little nesting material that they can play with. But nesting fluff, you shouldn't go to a pet store and get nesting fluff. I don't recommend it. It's probably really dusty if they mean by fluff. So, okay. Food bowl and water bottle. Okay. I still recommend the water bowl. Exercise wheel. Yeah, they need a big exercise wheel. Hideaway place. You mean hideaway places? Toys, wood chews. They don't really need mineral chews. It's not recommended, so if you ever do get these, don't get the mineral chews. Chew tubes. Yeah, you can get tubes for your hamster to play in. And a book about hamsters. I actually, crazy saying this, but I actually recommend not using a book about hamsters, because lots of those books about hamsters are not accurate. Like if you're at school and there's books in this app called Epic and it's about hamster care, and one of them look professional, I've read all of them, and any other ones, like I looked at all the books in different types of libraries where I am, all the books are not proper. So if you want to learn about hamsters, you should actually check out Victoria Rachel's YouTube channel. She is my favorite YouTuber, and she's helped me through a lot. Like, before I got my hamster, she was the only thing I watched, and I'm so happy now that I know a lot about hamsters. So I share it to you guys. So this is the end of this video. My next video, what was it gonna be? Oh yeah, about the cage. Probably supplies too. So I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.